Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome. Today's topic is the 2016 Cleveland Indians MLB season. Again, the Tribe was playing home games at Progressive Field, formerly known as Jacobs Field. Now, the Tribe in 2016 had a tremendous year, really something. They went 94-67, finished in first place, 8 games ahead of the Tigers. The winning percentage was .584, really, really good. Attendance was up. In 2015, it was 17,361. In 2016, 19,650. So it was up. It was a modest increase of 2,280 fans per game. So the Tribe won the division. They won the ALDS against the Red Sox, and they won the ALCS against the Blue Jays in 5 games. In the World Series, they went 7 games. They lost the World Series in 7 games to the Cubs, who ended their 108-year title drought, the longest in American sports history. And this was kind of tough. The Tribe was up 3-1, after 4 games. So we only needed one more so we were close. And so we lost the last 3. Game 7 was tied in the 9th inning. So this was, some similarities to 1997 in that, we came very close to winning a World Series. And the last 2 games were at Progressive Field. And we lost Game 7 in 10 innings. Now in the ALDS, guys who hit home runs for the Indians included Roberto Perez, Jason Kipnis, Francisco Lindor, and Lonnie Chisenhall. Pitchers who did well in the ALDS included Corey Kluber, Josh Tomlin, Andrew Miller, and Cody Allen. They all pitched very well. In the ALCS, guys who hit home runs included Francisco Lindor, Carlos Santana, Mike Napoli, and Jason Kipnis. And the pitchers who excelled were Corey Kluber, Andrew Miller, Cody Allen, and Brian Shaw, who did very well. In the World Series, home runs, Roberto Perez hit 2. Carlos Santana also. Jason Kipnis had a couple. Also, Jose Ramirez and Rajay Davis had the blast in the 8th inning that tied the game in Game 7. Corey Kluber won 2 World Series games. Josh Tomlin had a good start. Andrew Miller won a game, and Cody Allen had a save. The thing that was tough and caught up with us was the injury to Carlos Carrasco. The pitching staff ran a little thin, and they were using Andrew Miller a lot more than he was used to. So anyway, you have to, actually the 2016 Tribe, it's really we lost. You can feel good that the Cubs won the World Series since it's over. Try to see the positive. And overall, it was really a very positive year because of all they achieved. If you don't win the World Series, you're going to be disappointed. But, you can always see the good. And there was an awful lot of good in the 2016 Cleveland Indians season. Now, Mark Shapiro was gone. He had left during the off season and became the president and CEO of the Blue Jays. So he'd done a lot of good work in Cleveland for many years. Chris Antonetti was promoted from general manager to president of baseball operations, and he continues in that role today. Mike Chernoff was the new general manager. Chernoff was Jewish. He grew up in Livingston, New Jersey. His father, Mike Chernoff, is vice president of programming at CBS. Mike Chernoff went to Princeton. He played on the baseball team there. He was a shortstop. So he was our new GM, and he continues in that role. In 2010, he had been promoted to the Tribe assistant general manager. So Mike Chernoff. Now the coaching staff, Sandy Alomar was back as a coach. Mike Barnett was a new guy, replay coordinator. Barnett's from Ohio State, went to Ohio State, played baseball and was a catcher for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He worked in the Yankees front office. He was a University of Tennessee coach. For the White Sox, he was a coach in their minor league system. He also coached the Blue Jays, Royals, and Astros. So Mike Barnett was a new guy. Jason Beer was back as the bullpen coach. Mickey Callaway, again, was the pitching coach. Armando Camacaro returned as the bullpen catcher. And Brad Mills, a good friend of Trey Francona, was the bench coach. Ricky Passione was, again, a bullpen catcher. Matt Quatraro was the assistant hitting coach again. Mike Sarbaugh was back as the third base infield coach. And Ty Van Berkeley returned as the hitting coach. Excuse me. And, of course, our fearless leader, Terry Francona, was back as the Indians' manager. And Francona won the Frank Gibbons-Steve Olin Good Guy Award. Now, on the field, the Indians' catcher was Yan Gomes, who hit 167. You can see he really worked well with the pitchers, and was a great defensive catcher. That's why they would tolerate a very low average, 167. He hit 9 home runs, 34 RBIs in 74 games. Now we had a new first baseman, Mike Napoli was at first. He hit 239, 34 home runs, 101 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases. Napoli won a World Series with Napoli's from Hollywood, Florida. He's a first baseman designator, one-time catcher, played for the Angels, Rangers, Red Sox, Tribe, and Rangers between 2006 and 2017. His career average is 246 with 267 home runs, 744 RBIs. He won a title with the Red Sox in 2013, and Party at Napoli's became a popular slogan with the Tribe in 2016. This year, he's been playing for the Tribe in the minor leagues. He was playing for the Columbus Clippers, trying to make it back to the show, and at AAA. And on April 19th, he sustained a torn ACL and meniscus, and he's out the rest of the season. It's unclear whether this injury will end his career. Mike Napoli, so he made a major contribution to the 2016 Tribe. Jason Kipnis was back at second base. Kipnis hit 275, 23 home runs, 82 RBIs, 15 stolen bases. Very good year for Jason Kipnis. Francisco Lindor is back at shortstop, hit 301, 15 home runs, 78 RBIs, 19 stolen bases, and he made the All-Star team. Jose Ramirez was at third base. He hit 312, 11 home runs, 76 RBIs, 22 stolen bases, and Ramirez won the Bob Feller Man of the Year award as the top Indians player. An incredible year for Jose Ramirez. Rajai Davis was our new left fielder. He hit 249, 12 home runs, 48 RBIs, and 43 stolen bases. Really good. Davis is from Norwich, Connecticut, center fielder for the Pirates, Giants, A's, Blue Jays, Tigers, Tribe, A's, Red Sox, and back with the Tribe from 2006 to the present. So he's playing for the Tribe this year. His career average is 263, 60 home runs, 376 RBIs, 402 stolen bases. Wow, really something. In 2016, he was the American League stolen base leader. And on July 2nd, that year he hit for the cycle. And, of course, he'll be forever remembered for the Game 7 eighth-inning home run that tied the game. Game 7 of the World Series, 2-run home run. So that was really something. Even though we lost that game, he rose to the occasion. And that will always be a very memorable moment for Tribe fans. Tyler Naquin was in center field, hit 296, 14 home runs, 43 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. Naquin is from Spring, Texas, an outfielder for the Tribe from 2016 to the present. His career average is 296, 16 home runs, 55 RBIs. He was a 2-time American League Rookie of the Month in 2016 in June and July. And on August 19th, he had a very memorable walk-off inside the park home run. That was the first that had happened for the Tribe since Brago Roth in 1916. It was really something. Naquin was staggered rounding third, and then he made a head-first slide into home plate and rose up in made this victory salute. It was really an incredible thing that happened. Incredible moment in Tribe history. Tyler Naquin. Lonnie Chisenhall was in right field. Chisenhall had 286, 8 home runs, 57 RBIs, and 6 stolen bases. Carlos Santana was the DH at 259, 34 home runs, 87 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases. Now the bench players, we had a new guy, Juan Uribe, who hit 206, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs in 73 games. Uribe is from Palenque, Dominican Republic, an infielder for the Rockies, White Sox, Giants, Dodgers, Braves, Mets, and Tribe between 2001 and 2016. He won a World Series title with the 2005 White Sox and also the 2010 Giants. His career averaged 255, 199 home runs. Yeah, I'm sure he felt bad. He almost got up to 200, 816 RBIs. On June 12, 2016, he had an injury. He was playing third base. He was hit by a ground ball and had a testicular contusion. Had to be carried off the field. He was released by the Tribe on August 5th, 2016. Because of his low batting average. His cousin Jose Uribe was an MLB player, and in the 2005 World Series, Uribe made the last two defensive outs, which won the World Series for the White Sox. He crashed into the stands, catching a foul ball, and then he ranged to the middle of the infield, made an off-balance throw. So I'm sure White Sox fans will be forever love him for that, for helping them win the World Series. He also had some big hits. He had a 3-run home run in Game 1 of the 2010 World Series. After he was traded in 2015 by the Dodgers to the Braves, he said this, quote, "I would have felt bad if they traded me to a soccer, basketball, or a football team, but it's another baseball team, so I'm happy." Funny guy, Juan Uribe. Abraham Almonte was back at 264, 1 home run, 22 RBIs, 8 stolen bases in 67 games. Roberto Perez was our other catcher, hit 183, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs in 61 games. And of course, he was a big hero in the World Series, especially hitting 2 home runs in Game 1. Chris Jimenez hit 216, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs in 67 games. Marlon Byrd was a new player, hit 270, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs in 34 games. Bird's from Boynton Beach, Florida, an outfielder for the Phillies, Nationals, Rangers, Cubs, Red Sox, Mets, Pirates, Reds, Giants, and Tribe between 2002 and 2016. He was an All-Star in 2010. His career average is 275, 159 home runs, and 710 RBIs. He's been suspended twice for taking performance-enhancing drugs. And on June 1, 2016, he was suspended for 162 games for a PED positive drug test, and that ended his career. Marlon Byrd. I guess he decided that he didn't want to wait a year to try to continue. Michael Martinez hit 242, 1 home run, 4 RBIs in 59 games. Brandon Geyer was a new guy, hit 333, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs in 38 games. Geyer is from Westchester, Pennsylvania, an outfielder for the Rays and Tribe between 2011 and the present. So he's with the Tribe this year. His career average is 251, 28 home runs, 120 RBIs, and he hit a home run in his first MLB at bat with the Tampa Rays. They call him La Piñata for his knack for getting hit by pitches. Brandon Geyer. Coco Crisp returned to Cleveland, hit 208, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 3 stolen bases in 20 games, and he had a big hit. He had a home run in the ALCS against the ALDS against the Red Sox in Fenway Park. That was very dramatic and very instrumental in helping us win the ALDS. Michael Brantley had a tough year, was hurt most of the year, hit 231, 0 home runs, 7 RBIs in 11 games. Eric Gonzalez was a new player, hit 313, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs in 21 games. Gonzalez is from San Felipe de Puerto Plata, Puerto Rico. He's a utility player for the Tribe from 2016 to the present. His career average is 290, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. Colin Cowgill was a new guy. He hit 083, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs in 9 games. Cowgill is from Lexington, Kentucky, an outfielder for the Diamondbacks, A's, Mets, Angels, and Tribe between 2011 and 2016. His career average is 234, 12 home runs, 57 RBIs, and he played for the Padres and Phillies in the minors in 2017 and also this year. So he's with the Phillies in the minors. Colin Cowgill, hoping to make it back to the show. Jesus Aguilar hit .000, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs in 9 games. Adam Moore hit .000, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs in 9 games. Now the pitching staff, Corey Kluber had an outstanding year, went 18-9 with an ERA of 3.14, 32 starts, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts. Did very well in the postseason. He just ran out of gas because they were using him on short rest. So he had a tough Game 7. But he certainly did an awful lot for the Tribe all year and in the postseason. Trevor Bauer was 12-8 with a 4.26 ERA, 28 starts, and 1 complete game. Josh Tomlin was 13-9 with a 4.40 ERA and 29 starts. Carlos Carrasco was 11-8 with a 3.32 ERA, 25 starts, 1 complete game, and a shutout. On September 17th, he was pitching, and there was a line drive back to him that hit him in the hand and broke his hand and ended his season. This was devastating for the Tribe. And then the sports columnist Bill Livingston wrote a column that ended the Indians' season, that they ended their hopes. And then Jason Kipnis was very offended by that. So anyway, we really did miss him. And we didn't have Michael Brantley or Carlos Carrasco in the postseason. We really missed Carrasco. Anyway, that's life. Guys get hurt. Danny Salazar was 11-6 with a 3.87 ERA, 25 starts, and he made the All-Star team. Now in the bullpen, Cody Allen was 3-5 with a very fine ERA of 2.51, 67 games, and 32 saves. Dan Otero was a new guy, went 5-1 with an ERA of 1.53. Wow, 62 games and 1 save. Brian Shaw had a fine year, went 2-5 with a 3.24 ERA, 75 games and 1 save. Zach McAllister was 3-2 with a 3.44 ERA and 53 games. Jeff Manship was 2-1 with a 3.12 ERA and 53 games. Cody Anderson was 2-5 with a 6.68 ERA, 19 games and 9 starts. Mike Clevenger. Now to back up a little bit, Dan Otero is from Miami, Florida, pitched for the Giants and A's and Tribe between 2012 to the present. He won a World Series with the Giants in 2012. His career record is 21-8 with a 3.16 ERA and 219 strikeouts. Otero went to Duke University, played college baseball there. Now back to Mike Clevenger. Clevenger is from Jacksonville, Florida. He's been with the Tribe from 2016 to the present. His career record is 19-11 with a 3.64 ERA, 251 strikeouts. He's married. His wife's name is Monica, and they have daughters named Penelope Grace and Piper Lotus. Very interesting. He's been getting in trouble recently for his shoes, which the colors don't conform to MLB standards. He got fined. Andrew Miller was a new guy. Went 4-0 with a 1.55 ERA. Wow, 26 games, 3 saves. He played on the All-Star team for the Yankees before we picked him up in a trade. Miller is from Gainesville, Florida, pitched for the Tigers, Marlins, Red Sox, Orioles, Yankees, and Tribe between 2006 to the present. His career record is 48-47 with a 3.98 ERA, 831 strikeouts. He has a total of 52 career saves. He made the All-Star team twice, won a World Series with the Red Sox in 2013. In 2016, he was the ALCS MVP with the Tribe. And in 2015, he was the American League Reliever of the Year. We picked him up in a trade on July 31st, 2016 from the Yankees for Clint Frazier, Justice Sheffield, Ben Heller, and J.B. Feierheisen. So that was amazing that we got, that usually, the Yankees were, usually didn't make trades like that. And they didn't consider themselves a contender that year. So we got, just imagine, we got Andrew Miller from the Yankees. Okay. Tommy Hunter was a new guy, went 2-2 with a 3.74 ERA in 21 games. Hunter's from Indianapolis, Indiana. He pitched for the Rangers, Orioles, Cubs, Tribe, Orioles, Rays, and Phillies between 2008 and the present. His career record is 52-40 with a 4.14 ERA, 521 strikeouts, 17 saves, and they call him Tommy Two-Towel for some reason. Jabba Chamberlain was a new guy, went 0-0 with a 2.25 ERA in 20 games. Chamberlain is from Lincoln, Nebraska, pitched for the Yankees, Tigers, Royals, and Tribe between 2007 and 2016. His career record is 25-21 with a 3.81 ERA, 546 strikeouts. He won a World Series with the Yankees in 2009. His father is a Winnebago American Indian. And of course, in the 2007 ALDS, the Yankees and Tribe Game 2, that was the bug game when Chamberlain was affected by the infestation of bugs went on the field and were flying all around, getting in players' faces, which wasn't easy to deal with. Austin Adams was 0-0 with a 9.82 ERA in 19 games. Kyle Crockett had no decisions, the ERA of 5.06 in 29 games. Ryan Merritt was a new guy, went 1-0 with an ERA of 1.64 4 games and 1 start. Merritt was from McKinney, Texas. He's been with the Tribe from 2016 to the present. His career record is 3-0 with a 1.71 ERA and 13 strikeouts. His second MLB start was Game 5 of the ALCS in Toronto. Wow. And he pitched 4 1/3 innings and helped the Tribe win that game. I was surprised that Terry Francona didn't use him in the World Series, but Merritt really rose to the occasion in Game 5 of the ALCS. That helped put the Tribe in the World Series. Sean Armstrong had no decisions and an ERA of 2.53 in 10 games. Joe Colon was a new guy, went 1-3 with a 7.20 ERA in 11 games. Colon is from Caguas, Puerto Rico. Pitched for the Tribe in 2016. Pitched in the 2017 World Baseball Classic, Team Puerto Rico, that won the silver medal. He's currently a free agent, trying to sign with somebody. Joe Colon. Percy Garner had no decisions and an ERA of 4.82 in 8 games. Garner's from Dover, Ohio, pitched for the Tribe in 2016. He's currently a free agent. He pitched in 2017 in the minors for the Tribe and this year in the minors for the Orioles, who released him on June 6th, just a few days ago. So hopefully somebody can pick him up. Ross Detweiler had no decisions and an ERA of 5.79 in 7 games. Detweiler is from St. Louis, Missouri, pitched for the Nationals, Rangers, Brave, Tribe, and A's between 2007 and 2016. His career record is 23-41 with a 4.36 ERA, 352 strikeouts. He pitched for the Cubs and Mariners in the minors from 2017 to the present. Ross Detweiler. Sean Morimando had no decisions and an ERA of 11.57 in 2 games. Morimando is from Canandaigua, New York, and he pitched for the Tribe in 2016. That was his career. It's not clear what he's doing right now. Sean Morimando. Adam Plutko had no decisions and an ERA of 7.36 in 2 games. Plutko is from Upland, California, pitched for the Tribe from 2016 and 2018 to the present. His career record is 3-0 with a 4.50 ERA, 15 strikeouts. And all 3 of his victories are this year with the Tribe. He's had some very good starts. He's been the 5th starter. He's been going back and forth between the Tribe and Columbus. And he recently was back in Columbus in AAA and threw a no-hitter on June 2nd of this year. So he definitely has a very promising starting pitcher. Tom Gorzolani was 1-0 with an ERA of 21.00 in 7 games. Gorzolani's from Evergreen Park, Illinois, pitched for the Pirates, Cubs, Nationals, Brewers, Tigers, and Tribe between 2005 and 2016. Career record is 50-52 with a 4.40 ERA, 714 strikeouts. He pitched with the Mets in the minors in 2017, and he's currently a free agent. Chris Jimenez we talked about, he was a catcher who returned, and he actually pitched 2 games, had no decisions, and an ERA of 12.00. And finally, TJ House had no decisions and an ERA of 3.38 in 4 games. So the 2016 Tribe, what a year. Wow, boy, they sure gave us a lot of thrills, a lot to be proud of. Those guys achieved a lot. They're American League champions. And they fell just short of winning the World Series, but you got to give them credit for everything they achieved that year. God bless all the guys who played for the Tribe in 2016. And God bless everyone else associated with the team, including the fans. Captains of the Cuyahoga, lovers of Lake Erie, Terminal Tower Power, fans of the Free Stamp statue. Tribe Browns and Cavs rule Cleveland City of Champions. Good luck to the Cavs in Game 4 tonight at Quicken Loans Arena. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, take care, and I'll see you next time.